Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullah wa barakatuh. Welcome and thank you for showing up. If you're here today, chances are you're not just here for business. You're here because you believe, like we do, that this ummah is meant for more. That we were not created to be spectators in history. We were created to shape it. The world is shifting, and so must we. Across the globe, tectonic plates are moving. The old order, the one centered in Washington, is crumbling. As Ray Dalio reminds us, empires rise and empires fall, and today the signs are clear. Social fragmentation, unsustainable death, warning influence, and perhaps most telling, the moral authority of the West has collapsed. The same nations that once claimed to defend human rights are now defending genocide in Gaza. And in the eyes of millions, the United States has lost its claim to global moral leadership with no return. But rising on the horizons are two civilizations. The Chinese, with their coherence, their strategy, their long-term vision, and the Muslim world, young, research-rich, and awakening from centuries of fragmentation. But let's be honest, one of them is moving with unity and clarity, the other, ours, is still asleep. We are 2 billion strong, but we are still divided. Divided by borders, by currencies, by conflicts not of our own making. And while we debate, Masjid Al-Aqsa remains under occupation, Baitul Maqdis remains captive. But this isn't just about Palestine. It's about all of us, because the liberation of Al-Aqsa, it is not just a cause, it is a compass, a test of whether this ummah can rise again together. Awakening the ummah requires more than hope. It requires us, not just scholars, not just imams, but entrepreneurs, professionals, builders, doers, people like you. Because this ummah was never awakened by slogans, it was awakened by trade. The Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam, he wasn't a general. When he began, he was a merchant, known as Al-Amin, the trustworthy. He dealt in goods but delivered values. Beside him stood Sayyidah Khadijah radhiyallahu anha, a woman of vision, wealth, and courage, the first investor in Islam. Together, they didn't just do business, they sparked a civilization. And for centuries, we follow in their footsteps. The Karimi merchants of Egypt, financing da'wah from Yemen to India. The Hadrami traders, whose ethics brought Islam to Nusantara. The Mapila seafarers of Malabar, connecting India to Arabia. The Tijani caravans, crossing the Sahara with trade and trust. The Ahi brotherhoods, blending business with Barakah in Anatolia. The Serikat Dagang Islam, using commerce to resist colonial chains. They built masjids, they funded schools, they launched wakaf that lasted for generations. They didn't separate faith from finance. They built both dunya and akhirah with one intention. Today, we have more Muslim entrepreneurs than ever, but we are scattered, isolated, successful, but siloed. We succeed on spreadsheet, but fall short on synergy. And while we celebrate individual exits, our Ummah remains in exile from its true potential. That's why we built Ummah, a global movement of Muslim founders and professionals, from Jakarta to Istanbul, from Abuja to Karachi, from London to Kuala Lumpur, rooted in faith, driven by strategy, inspired by our history, committed to justice. We believe Masjid Al-Aqsa is our mirror. It reflects our disunity or our readiness to rise. United entrepreneurs are the engine of the Ummah. Business can be ibadah, profit when guided by purpose become provision. Masjid must empower, not just pray, but build. And unity is a choice. And brothers and sisters, the time to choose is now. So join us, because here you're not alone. You'll find a global brotherhood and sisterhood of Muslim founders, professionals, believers who don't just dream, but do. In Ummah, we build together ventures that are halal and high growth, initiatives that echo in boardrooms and backstreet, from San Francisco to Surabaya. We pursue jihad, not with the sword, but with the pen, the pitch deck, and the product roadmap. We don't just build business, we push boundaries. Through Ummah, we rally voices to urge our governments. Open the gates, let people move, let products flow, let capital connect. A united Muslim economy is not a fantasy, it's a testament of our will to stand together, to trade together, to thrive together. Because unity isn't just spiritual, it must be structural. This is what it means to be part of Ummah. We don't compete to dominate, we collaborate to uplift. We don't just give zakat, we build systems that produce more givers. We don't wait for saviors, we become the generation we have been waiting for. Because the path to liberation of minds, of markets, of Masjid Al-Aqsa doesn't begin with anger, it begins with alignment. So if you believe that faith should power your future, not pull you back, that business can be sacred and still scale, that the awakening of this Ummah depends on us, then this is where you belong. Welcome to Ummah. Let's build what comes next together. Nasrum minallahi wa fathun qarib wa bashiril mu'minin. Wassalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.